Alright guys, this video is for the second part of this class which emphasizes the theme of the creative person. So let's start off with the first question. What did I learn from the definition of creativity? So creativity is problem solving with relevance and novelty, where relevance refers to ensuring the solution really solves the problem and novelty refers to solving it with your own personal spin. Now, this does not imply that you need to reinvent the wheel and come up with a completely original idea. No, novelty should be understood as how you use the knowledge you've gained to come up with a solution yourself. If creativity were a test, novelty is like saying it's open note, so you can use your resources and that wouldn't be considered cheating. Now, my most important takeaway from this was how to harness that definition so that I can use creativity more effectively in the context of my desired career path. Before, finding creative ways to build my resume were more so the divergent and novel way of thinking, where I would forget to evaluate its relevancy toward what I really want to do, right? So, for instance, I dedicated my summer to learn web development in hopes to earn money as fast as possible as a web developer, but I realized that that effort was only relevant because I wanted money fast. Like it doesn't serve well toward actually creating a career toward what I wanted to do. But I realized that if I'm creative in how I go about learning the skills needed to be a professional in virtual and augmented reality, I could really commit to it. All right, the next part is in terms of the misconceptions of creativity, the myth that creativity should only be recognized in its grandiose sense surprised me the most, as I didn't realize how much I believed in it until I watched the Great Hoax video by Dr. Diazio, where he reveals how we've been trained to be more conscious of the creativity in the more popular and richer contexts, such as with celebrities and award-winning arts and like the films, but then we forget to realize that it's also in the more subtle day-to-day context, right? Like we forget that even the simple things of trying to convince yourself to get up in the morning requires creativity. Depending on what kind of morning person you are, you probably realize which method helps you get up and going in the morning, whether it's an annoying alarm sound, the reminder of the schedule for the day, or maybe it's because you designed an incredibly complicated alarm system because you know you have the tendency to fall asleep after you snooze without remembering that you hit the snooze button. I bet we all have that. But, anyways, next question is why is creativity important to all companies and organizations? Now, one way creativity is vital toward their success may be seen in the planning stages of their business plan. After identifying the problem they want to solve, they need to think outside of the box and figure out how they will solve it. Typically, they start out by using a creative approach called divergent thinking, which is just a fancier way of saying brainstorming without much forethought. The ideas in this stage may be overzealous or too impractical, but that's okay. That's not the point. The point is that it's to imagine the possibilities of their solution and branch out with each new question they ask. They may ask themselves, are we making a product, a service? Is this online? Is this physical? Is it tangible? This provides the opportunity for novelty, which is the first aspect of creativity, as mentioned earlier. When we start thinking more practically about these ideas, this creative approach is known as convergent thinking, as we narrow down our ideas and focus on relevance, which is the second aspect of creativity. The importance of this form of creativity can be seen in the prototyping phase, when we tweak our designs so that it is optimal for our given resources and aligns toward our business plan better and has better reception for our target audience. We also see this when companies try to compete with each other as they make their designs more innovative, high like robust and high quality. That's what I meant to say. But all right, so next, finally, we were asked to dive deeper into how the creative process is applied to a real world example. Now, the topic I chose was the virtual and augmented reality, which is also known as XR technologies. Now, this emerging industry originally started seeing more publicity as a supplement to the video game scene, but is now rapidly expanding its horizons. I'm sure some of us can remember Google's failed attempt in the first release of their Google Glass in 2013, but Microsoft's upcoming HoloLens looks incredibly promising and almost guarantees to shake up things in the other avenues of life. It seems like the conditions are perfect for the growth as the talent pool of engineers have bloomed in the last couple years. The game engine softwares like Unity and Unreal support XR projects beyond the video game realm, and the industry as a whole is experiencing a lot of innovation as companies like Google, Microsoft, Meta, and Apple are all taking a stab at producing their own eyewear and developing their own applications for the big bucks. For example, biomedical research may be enhanced by the new ways of analyzing patients through their visual interfaces. Engineers may see an explosion of innovation by using these tools as a catalyst to design faster and better. This may even expand into our day to day lives with organizational tools, new experiences, and more. Now, this wraps up my video. Here's my sources, and I hope you have a nice day.